Hello, Miss Amanpour. It's like counter obfuscated, but I put things simple and straight. They change and fake what I say. With a Joshua Julian is one of the ones involved with a whole bunch of people directly and indirectly involved with former director of the FBI, Robert Luskin, former standing chairperson on the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, also involved with the New Britain Superior Court's Facebook page and the Facebook page of Wethersfield Police, also with other police departments with the same house/s, involved with wire crime acts and methods, switching names, police officers, and types, and their family members and people associated with them, and the news at the same time. And they're lying about what they think when people mention such. It is not by accident that they go up and start by saying about how much they believe in the faith and have faith in the FBI, because other is recorded than they have been pretending. They have whole wire crime acts and methods and replacing what's actually recorded 24/7 on campuses and just painting fake things like that, including with the news, all sides of criminal and civil cases at the same time, names at crime scenes and next to them, increasingly. Collusion/S. And with U/S of that, everyone putting the same sequence shift self-value. You guys have logics and nature of debate relying upon replaced, not just, but for example, from inside the communications of our founders, a human fact, human nature breaching method is a scientific value that is recorded being and having been replaced. And self-valued roles with that, as the names of the people of the sciences are being and have been used remotely, criminally, foreign influence, tactically, delusions, raw. Forgiveness is because is per collusion/S that no one wanted at locations A through Z, everywhere the species body is, and right through our country's foundings. It was entrenched. It has other communicated for our founders about what really caused the Declaration of Independence and the Constitutional Convention. You guys have had self-valued roles replacing what our founders communicated and using what they said while being used remotely, self-valuing what they communicated, left out and replaced, leaving out the breaching method that was measuring and maintaining what everyone said. Collusions against everyone else, otherwise that body was sensed. Collusions to an extent, otherwise that body was sensed through their internationally monitored conversations that were also against their own. All natures of diplomacy have stayed criminal insidiousness, natures of positive treatments and negative treatments simultaneously, identity treatments, differences treatments, therefore names. We have the same color eyes and different color eyes. At the same time, we have the identity of all space/existence showing us this. So, in other words, Wethersfield police have roles with foreign and domestic military, not just our own. Intercities and intra-cities, intercampuses and intra-campuses. They're putting predicate acts with facts, increasingly people that live on Valley Crest have roles with people that were in my grammar school class, involved with the kids and their family members as the educators of the kids, like a Harris family is increasingly people tied to a Harris family. I'm involved with judges and prosecutors personally and professionally involved with all kinds of natures of organized crimes with the kids and drugs and medicines crimes that involve them putting fake conversations, fake uses of drugs into databases, increasingly with people involved with the parks and recreations in the Wethersfield locations, like the state, like the state judicial branch offices and like the state corrections offices. It's also at in all sides of the Wethersfield Community Center through time, involved with all kinds of corruption, intercampuses and intra-campuses, sequence shifts, identity theft, fraud, slanders. In other words, please. In other words, they've been showing fake transcripts to presidents. There are proofs. In other words, and these are people involved with the Afghan going to Afghanistan. They have role collusions with all these different countries, Syria, all of them, and their own against their own.